Okay, we'll take a look about these questions. So, the starting point, right, is the mean function. It's first. Then next is a field greatest splicing fields. Call the field with a maximum uh strength. We can take a look at the question first. In the possession of the this question, right, is to problem statement. Imagine a place filled with force field defined by a square with the center xy and the set length r. Strength of the force is strength of the force hold at the point determined by the number of force overlapping at the point. We aim to find the location with the maximum strength of force field. To sort the xs and ys array to remove the duplicate using the sort unique function returns a new size after removal of duplications. Rank function. The function finds the ranks of a given value v in a sorted array nums. The rank is effectively the position where v would be in the sorted list. Add function. The function populates a 2D difference arrays. The function add to populate a 2D difference arrays, right? You can see in here we focus on here, but the most important is discretions, discretionarizations, because in here we try to lower the boundary. For example, right, in here the boundary is 103. We put them as a reindex. We call it reindex process 1 2 3 4. So it's very important. In here you can see the rank function to return the rank function actually is to return the position of each value v using the lower bound, and to return the rank of the each of the this is the lower bound of the v. This is a binary search, and minus nums began plus 1 is a position of the each v in the whole list, in the whole nums. And the time complexity of the algorithm is O n squares, making quite efficient. Conclusion and testing. And you can see in here, right, the step 1 is to data preparations. For the data preparation stage, right, you can see the x and y xs and ys vectors are declared and populated. Pull each field coordinates and dimensions from field arrays to populate these vectors. Sort the xs and ys arrays and remove the duplicates. Where call the function sort unique. Call the function sort unique. Sort the array and remove any duplicate ranks. Remove any duplicate entries. Remove any duplicates. Duplicate ranks, entries, now ranks, right? Then step 3 is to step 2 to sort and remove, right? Step 2, we call it step 2. Step 1 is to data preparations for the declare and populated, right? For this one, declare and populated, which is step 1, data preparation. The whole process is to extract the coordinate and the dimension into xs and ys. The step 2 is sorting and removing the duplicates. Step 3 is to initialize the difference array. Which is initialize the difference array, which is in here, is a step 3. Step 3, initialize the difference array. It helps to accumulate the force field strengths at different point. Step 4 is to populate the different array, which is in here. Add, you can see the add in here. This is to populate the difference array, used to populate the different arrays. And the ABCD, this function adjusts the field strength properly for each region that a field covers. Adjust appropriately. Step 5, this step 4. Step 5, this is we call adjust the strength appropriately for each region. We can see in the add adjust, you can see adjust strength. All it actually is plus 1, then this one plus 1, minus 1, minus 1. Cause it adjust accordingly. Then step 4, this is step 4. Step 5 is calculate the maximum field strength. Calculate the maximum field strength. Finally, the diff array traverse and find out the maximum. Diff strength, find out the maximum strength. By the end of the program, the answer variable holds the value of maximum field strength, which is desired outcome. Time complexity for the algorithm is O(n) squared, which is quite acceptable for most applications. Thank you. This is a discretionary technique. After continuous survey, so the strength of the field, so the task is so it's most important is a discretionary technique, right? Discretionary technique to avoid number 1 is to avoid the 0.5. Another 2 is to reduce a grid number occurrence, not the actual value, which is in the rank, right? In the rank. Put in here in the rank. Okay, thank you.